Hi, it's Atoolred. It's a very important day today. Very strange things are happening. It's also time to talk about things which are very important for me. What happened today? I got a friend. I got a very old friend. He's totally different. Just like there's only one like me, there's one like him too. His name is Go Peol.
8:30.
Go Peol. So he's totally different. He does things which are totally transcendental. You would like keep scratching your head all the time, wondering what you just understand. If you understand that, you'll be benefited by it. So what happened today? You know the situation. I have no electricity. I have no food. I have no sweets. So I'm totally internally, outside I'm the same, but internally I am totally shattered. Shattered, or maybe confused or disoriented, but not run down as yet. Today around 4:30, I got a call. It's natural for me to get a call throughout the day. Throughout the day and throughout the night, I keep getting calls. Regularly, every half an hour, I get a call. 24 hours, I get calls. So in the morning, people from the west, people from the east call me, and in the night, people from the west call me. So I got a call in the morning. I picked up the phone. It said, "Go pay all." I said, "What's he?" It's 4:30 in the morning. 4:30, around 4:30, exactly 4:30. I said, "What's he ringing me up at this time?" I took the call, and he said, "Yeah, what happened?" I said, "What happened?" So you gave me a call. I said, "What happened?" He said, "No, you gave me a call." I said, "No, I didn't give you a call. The mobile is just lying there. Maybe it went off on its own." Basically, the mobile was, because at night there's no electricity, and I'm used to studying a lot. So I write poetry, I write story, I do a lot of writing, but because there's no lights, at night I'm using these devices for studying, and it's very, you see devices, there's a lot of glare on the devices. So I have to, it gets on the eyes. So by 12, about 1 or 2 o'clock, it's totally, my eyes are totally gone. So I just drop dead. I must say drop off to sleep, basically. Even the devices just drop out of my hand. Maybe the mobile too just dropped out of my hands. And it went off early in the morning at 4:30. So for any normal person, it would have been just a coincidence or whatever. But me, it's 4:30. To me, what is 4:30 is like, it is magic. Now to me, 4:30 is 4 cubed. 4 cubed is 64. And for me, Gopeol is magic. Again. So Gopeol, 4:30, 4 cubed, 64. Then I shot out of my sleep. I just got out of my sleep totally 4:30 in the morning. I got up, quickly got dressed, took a bath, came back, started studying, checked the date. What's the date today? In the east, I'm in the east right now. The sun rises in the east. It's 8 o'clock. It's 8, the 8th. The 8th of January. The first 8th of January. 2018 is over. So the first 8th of 2019, January 8th. So what's 8? 8 into 8 is 64. So you know what 64 is. Yeah, you see, talking about the Matrix, you see the Matrix, how the Matrix works with everybody. So the Matrix is everywhere. So whatever is in the Matrix knows the Matrix. And as the Matrix knows, it knows all. So this phone, basically, I got it from my dad, not my dad. My dad got it for me on August 15th, 2014. It's a Samsung made in South Korea. So he got it on August 15th. August 15th is the Independence Day, basically, of India. They got independence from the British Raj. So on August 15th, August is 8th month. Today is 8th. So I took this out and quickly looked into it, and I said, yeah, man, it is that. The Matrix wants it. Go pay all. It's telling me to tell you. And so the Matrix says, as the Matrix will, so you should too. As the Matrix will, you will. So the Matrix is telling me to tell you about this one. How the Matrix and I live together. We all live in the Matrix. You can't get away from the Matrix. The Matrix is a part of you. You're a part of the Matrix everywhere. So this phone, my dad died after that. 2000. He died in January, and January 12th, 2014. August he bought this, and 2015 January he expired. So that was the last Independence Day present for me. This is also from South Korea, the original South Korea. And the other aspect of it is that you remember South Korean chief of Samsung. This is a Samsung phone. It's written here, Samsung. So these are the original ones which are so famous, which became very famous because the original chief, the father, basically the father who fell sick, who went old, and there was a lot of talk about inheritance. How will they split up the inheritance, because it's so much. The state takes about 70 or 50% of the inheritance, and how will the inheritors, that's his sons and his family, live up to that reputation of their father? So you see, this phone does not have a microphone. What happened? One day I was just after, when my dad died, I was having coffee, and I was talking on the phone, and I was having coffee. This phone slipped into the coffee pot, into the coffee mug. Everything is okay about this phone except the mic. The mic went off. The speaker is okay. Yeah, all the functions are okay. The touch is okay. It's a touch screen. It's a smartphone. It's a touch screen. So everything is okay, but the mic doesn't work. So I can take your call, I can hear you, but you will not be able to hear me. So that happened. So that's another one for the Matrix. And then when the Samsung chief retired, so he went retirement because of his ill health, that's the time the battery went off of this phone. So I had to run around looking for an original battery made from South Korea that fits in this phone. That's the part about specifications. You buy something from abroad or from a foreign country, you have to stick to the specifications of that country. There's nothing like universal products in these places. So I did get a battery. So I would like to tell you, that in the Matrix, you see, in the Matrix, you have a girl called Trinity. So in Matrix 3, I've seen all three of them. I've seen them about millions of times. You see, I study Matrix very, very carefully. Matrix means just going to drop everything and just study Matrix. So Matrix, so she says, in the end, towards the end of the final, the final scenes, they're walking on the footsteps, and Neo and even Morpheus and Trinity, suddenly she says, stop, there's something, I see something. It's never happened before. You should know that if you've seen the Matrix. Yeah, it's a black cat. She says, I have never seen the Matrix, there's never been a black cat in the Matrix. This is abnormal. There's something happening. Something gonna happen. I felt the same thing today. 4:30 in the morning, that one's also Samsung, you know, the one which rang. There's also a black Samsung phone. So it rang 4:30 in the morning, 64, 8 today, 64, and the 1st January 2019, 2018 is over, and whose phone? Go pay all. Go pay all, my friend. So this Trinity says that a black cat has never been seen in the Matrix. So who says that? I'm saying, who told Trinity to say that? Why is Trinity saying that? If you look at it, if you justify this statement and give credibility to the makers of Matrix, and if you question it totally, you will understand that in a lifetime, Trinity would have seen a little bit of the Matrix, but how does she say in the Matrix there has never been a black cat seen before? So who says that? The Matrix says that. You see, in the Matrix knows. And as you are in the Matrix knows you. And as you know, the Matrix knows. So, and in the end, you know, you see the last scene, Anderson also says, yeah, I was remembering to say something, I wanted to say something, what should I say now? And then he says it, he said, who said that? I didn't want to say that, and then that's the end of the scene. So that's the Matrix. That's happened with me today too. It happens regularly with me. I understand it, I love it. So I'm just like the Matrix, by the way, so there's only one like me. You can see my ink over here, you know, if you look at the ink of what they call cell recognition, my ink, this is my ink, you can see it if you look at it. So the ink is like the personality color, the personality recognition. So I was talking about the Matrix and Trinity. So you see, we have an interpretation that the girls know more about the Matrix than the boys. But who told Trinity in the movie? I'm talking about the movie now, not about the Matrix. I'm talking about the movie. Who made the movie and who wrote the dialogues of the movie? Definitely not Trinity. Trinity was just an actress. And the dialogues were written by someone else. So similarly, the dialogue was written by someone like me, who's had the experience of Matrix over a long period of time and understands these things totally. So today is 8th January 2019, and you know, I mentioned a long time back on my Instagram that black boys and black girls stay away from my party. That is immediately pulled down. Immediately pulled down and said you are not allowed to say all that. Nobody clarified what I want to mean by that. So basically I was telling them stay away because the Matrix is doing so many crazy things, it would create a total disaster for all of us. You see, the interpretation of what black is totally different in the whole world today than what I wanted to talk about. So, you know, I love black music, and this song, I want to play this song, you know. This is you must look into this too, and I'm sure they try to pull it down too, this one, saying that it's copyright violations and all that. They do that immediately, and on my account, not for each other, but for me, immediately they do it. Don't let them. Tell them it's very important in this case. It's a special case. So this song, you know, it also says to share the link so that people get to enjoy this. This is Foley, F-O-L-I, Foley. So you see, Jazzy and Drake and Janet Jackson, all of them owe it to these kind of guys. This is the guy you should be looking into. This is the kind of guy I am too. This guy is in Africa. and I am in India basically right now, and I'm a different kind of person, but this guy is exactly who you're supposed to be like. If you look into it, like Foley, you know, that's the name of the video. So yeah, Foley. So you must look into this video. It's excellent. So I'll put it on while you're talking. I hope you can hear me. So like it says here, there's a rhythm in everything. And so there's a rhythm in The Matrix too, which I had today. It's amazing. And The Matrix is telling me, go pay all. And you know, Go Pay All had an amazing year this year. He had a son. And he's called him Atoolred. Atoolred is there are 4 Vedas basically: Sam Veda, Rig Veda, Atoolred, and the Dwarka Veda. So Atoolred is also in the coding. If you see it, Ator is scent, the perfume, Ator of roses. So Atoolred. Atoolred is another interpretation. So Atoolred, the woman is after always victory. She's always after victory. So she wants victory, victory, victory. And Team 10 is obviously in command today. So what I want to tell you, Team 1 of 2000 Millennium, the girls, you gotta pay. Go pay all. Not only to your boyfriend, to your husband, to all the musicians, to all the businessmen, but also to the terrorists, and also to the foot soldiers, and also to those enemies who are destroying people like Foley too. These guys, see this video, you see? When you see this video, you will be amazed. I am just like him. Your question, people ask me, who are you, what do you do? I am just like this guy. This is a song called The Chief Wants Sauce with His Rice. Check it out. It's amazing. I'll show you the song. So I will ask you, go pay all. Do you understand what go pay all is? You don't only pay for your transactions daily, you also pay your enemies. The enemies of society, the enemies of your children tomorrow, the enemies of everybody. Go pay all. Go pay all enemies. One sec, I'm getting a call, I'll just come. Oh, that's him. Go pay all. Hello. Oh, hi. Good morning. Oh, ठीक है, it's okay. Sorry, सुबह के लिए sorry. I'm very sorry. सुबह क्या हुआ? I was sorry about that. हाँ. अच्छा, okay, alright. अच्छा. हाँ. मैं रात को ना लगा हुआ था, अचानक से गिर गया आएगा, उसे सो गया था मैं, तो रात को मैं फिर अपने आप ही बच गया सुबह. ठीक है यार, अब क्या जा रहे हो, कहाँ पर हो? अच्छा, पहुंच गए उधर. अच्छा, गुड. ये क्या एम्बुलेंस है कि पुलिस है? एम्बुलेंस. अच्छा, ठीक है, चलो. वेरी सॉरी यार, सुबह मैंने अचानक ही बच गया. होता है, पता है, जब आपने फ़ोन किया मैंने बोला आप क्यों फ़ोन कर रहे हो. मैं ऐसे बिल्कुल अजीब सा लगा. मैंने बोला कि क्या, फिर पता ही नहीं था कि मेरा गया है. फिर मैंने देखा, चेक किया कि पहले मेरा गया था, फिर आपका आया था. और जब बज रहा था ना, मेरे नीचे पड़ा हुआ था फ़ोन. मैं ढूंढ रहा था, देखा कि मेरे वो बस बिल्कुल नीचे पड़ा हुआ था. मैं सोया हुआ था फ़ोन के ऊपर. ठीक है, thank you very much. ठीक है, okay. हाँ बिल्कुल, thank you, bye. Can you believe it? That's Go Pay All. He's not here. He's gone out of town. He went out of town early in the morning. He's gone towards Punjab. Punjab is so that's again the Matrix, and that was Hindi. So you want to know how many languages I talk? I talk Hindi too. So the Matrix also taught me Hindi. So guys, I want to tell you, like, I think the girls today and all the boys today should know you gotta go pay all, and this justifies it totally. He's giving you another call, the Matrix. Go pay all. Go pay all your enemies too, not only your friends. I hope you understand that. Go pay all. So